very good evening, everybody, and welcome to the sixth and final round of the BSRF CLIO CUP championship that seemed to be a very exciting challenge for a lot of drivers. 30 drivers or something in the championship, all battling for the win. There's been some crazy battles, 4 wide on the straights, 3 wide into the turns. I mean, the small cars like the CLIO Cup are definitely worth the watch. Simon, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm pretty excited.
Perfect. Me too. It's the final one, which is a shame, but there's been so many exciting races to look back to in the future, and it's not over yet, right? Because you've got something else planned.
For the next series, you mean?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I can already say that the Clear Cup will for sure return. But yeah, we will have a new one of the F4 Championship like last year. It will start end of June, and we'll also have the registration soon, like next week. And yeah, pretty excited how that will turn out. Some news on that also, but yeah, more on that then when we'll announce it officially. But yeah, will be pretty exciting, and I hope to see a lot of the drivers that we already know from here once again in that championship, and it will be interesting to see how they do in another car.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very excited for it as well. It will be a quite a wait, but we've got the F4 Championship to cover it all up during summer and autumn. So that's something nice to look forward to. Currently, Mathieu Collin in pole position overall, and Lorenz de Vlier in the AM standings. He's currently leading the championship, and I think it's quite safe to say that he's already the championship winner in the AM championship.
Yeah, he has over 100 points of advantage. So for him, I know it's not yet 74 points, but yeah, it's pretty sure that he will be the winner of the AM. Like theoretically, Christopher De Leek could be in first place. The third one, Stefan van der Smissen, is already 101 points away. Theoretically, that could work with all the extra points and stuff. But it shouldn't be the case. He did all season long an amazing drive, and I think he will get that crown this evening.
Yes, indeed. I think he will. It's a sunny day at Spa, which is very nice. There was some rain predicted in the morning, but this is an afternoon race, so we should be clear for 2 dry races. Am I right?
Yeah, we have some probability of scattered shower later on. So the precipitation will increase around 3 p.m. And there will be a chance of rain, but yeah, it's not sure. So we have to see. There are some clouds appearing on the horizon, so we have to wait and see.
Yes, wait and see we will. Small mistake there by François Strat, who was parked in the gravel right at the final sector of the lap. It's a big track for those tiny cars, but it does seem
Yeah,
to be busy in traffic. Lots of
yeah, and
cars
also
here on the stream. Sorry.
we see the characteristic. It's easy to get knocked against Spa. We see a lot of cars that don't have a time yet. And also they are pretty much 2 minutes 46 is the fastest time, so they go towards 3 minutes for one lap, so that's a long time.
Yes, indeed. The lap times currently, the fastest one is 2:46.3. Jan Ventile only 300ths of a second slower than Collin in his last lap, or in his fastest lap. Herbigno currently in third, championship leader.
Yeah, yes, the advantage today, if he does 2 clean races, he should be all good for the championship win. And we also have one championship, or for the front runners, one person is missing. It's again Dylan Acosta. But yeah, like we said in the last race, he has a good reason for it. He got recently father, and they are still very occupied with the newborn baby. So he stepped back from racing for the last round. Of course, it's very sad. Was a pretty fast driver there with some nice battles, but I think we can all understand the struggles of the first weeks of a newborn.
Yes,
So we
indeed.
wish
I
all the
totally
best,
understand.
and but
Absolutely.
I'm sure I will return for the, especially for the Clio.
I hope so, absolutely, because we've seen some very strong races from him as well. So it's been a very strong field, especially in the pro class. A super strong field. So we've seen some good overtakes, some good defensive moves. I'm sure we're gonna see more of those tonight. Then Das currently using the slipstream, and it showed in his last lap because he took away pole position from Loris Vlier by 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, the draft is absolutely a thing here. We had a lot of long straights. Even some corners are so fast with the Clio that the draft does a lot to your lap time. So that will be very interesting, not only in the qualifying but also in the races.
Something else, I've just posted a link to the giveaway for today's race. Can you maybe say something else about the giveaway? What's there to give away tonight?
Yeah, we once have the normal giveaway that we have every round. So we are very happy that IMB sponsored £20 voucher for 2 persons per race. So be sure to get your name into the Google Doc, and after the race, I will pick the 2 winners. And then we will have later on another giveaway. It's 2 tickets for the F1 race in Spa, so the real one, no virtual stuff. We'll have 2 tickets for 1 winner, and it will be one of the drivers. So everyone that competed in at least 4 out of the 6 rounds, yeah, can win the tickets.
That's a very nice prize to give away. Might be some extra motivation for the viewers to join us in the Clio Cup next year. Because there's
Yeah,
always good prizes to win.
yeah, absolutely. And we have to put out a thank you to Anton from the RACB who made that possible. So that's why we work together with them, so that we can also have prices like these, because yeah, the tickets are quite expensive. And will be interesting. Maybe we will get some pictures from the one that goes to the race.
Yep, you never know. Might be fun. Unfortunately, I'm not driving. I wouldn't mind winning it. I'm sure.
We have to put it in the conditions, like
Yeah.
streamer, broadcaster is included.
Yes, indeed. Let's have a look. Loris Vlier is still in second, but I think he is on a fast lap, so might be coming up with a faster lap than Serge Dendas. In the meantime, why don't we have a look at the championship standings? It's just like last week, it's still Christophe Herbigno in the lead with 350 points. These points are already with the drop round included, by the way, so
Yes.
it would give you some clarity on what is possible today. Jentel van Thiele in second, moving past Lucas Taalman by 6 points. Strat just missing out of the out on the podium with 260 points, but he did move up 3 spots, so let's see if he can make up some more, but he's going to need a lot of points to get past Taalman and on the podium. Delforge then in 5th, followed very closely by Maxim Rolbroek and also Kerfs, so the battle for 4th and maybe probably 5th position is very much going on tonight. Dylan da Costa moved down to 8th place and will not be moving up anymore. Loris Vlier moving up past Mathieu Collin as the highest placed AM. Then it's Timmermans, De Leek, the second AM, and then Goossens, Verstraeten, Biesmans, Van der Smissen, Hendricks, and Gelozen.
Yeah, so these points are cleared with the drop round, but maybe if you have Yeah, depending on the points on the drop round, it can change a little bit because the drop round can change with the last race, but normally these gaps are pretty much what's to be today.
Yes, indeed. And then a quick look at the championship standings for the AMs. De Vlieger currently in a very good lead, probably taking home the win. I don't think it's possible for it to go anyplace else. He had 8 wins and 2 silver places, so he's been on point all season. Christophe de Leek in second, followed by Van der Smisse. And then it's Hendricks missing out on the podium, but making up 3 spots. Dundas in 5th and Lemmens and Agnesis. Van Hoenacker in 8th, Simon, and then Max Musin in 10th place. Mathieu Collin currently still in first place, followed by Van Thiele. So Van Thiele hasn't managed to put down a faster lap. We haven't seen a fast lap from François Strat, and there he is, François Strat just crossing the finish line with a good lap, good for P3, the exact same time onto the 100th of a second as Thalmann. No, 200ths of a difference.
Still, there are like almost 6/10 of, so P1 and 2 are really far away in the qualifying, but I think it's short to say in the race it will be difficult because with the draft they will stay close together. That would be different. Will be hard to get a gap between the cars.
Yes, I think so indeed. But whenever you make a mistake, it's going to cost you a lot of time in the next sector. So these low-powered cars, they really keep you on your toes.
Yeah, absolutely. But they have to.
Thalmann driving in a new livery and also for a new team, Team Checkmate Spark Services in all black and red. Followed by his... was it his former teammate? Yeah, he came from Delatraz, Christophe Hermignon. Yeah. Oh, some gravel on the track. 2 minutes to go. So most drivers on track will be able to put a final lap down, but definitely not all of them, because it's going to be a hard stop at 20 minutes. Jentel Van Thiele crossing the finish line in first. Very good time, 2:45.8. That's half a second faster than Mathieu Collin.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's the closest to Christophe Hermignon. So, yeah, for Christophe, it's okay to lose some points, but not too many, because otherwise it will be hard for the title.
Absolutely.
And Jentel really had, like, he started low and got higher every race, so also for him it could be a good finish for the season.
Yes, but don't forget that Christophe Hermignon's drop round is 77 points. So
yes,
that's
exactly.
a very, very big drop round. So he's always managed to score over 77 points. Over 80
yeah, I
even.
think no, he had only the first race where he did get a first place. In the other races, he always got at least one first place and a lot of other podiums.
Yes, indeed. Four times gold, 1 time silver, and 3 times bronze. 2 times bronze. So that's an incredible season.
Yeah, in the first round, Jentel had a DNF. I think it was even because of his internet, if I remember.
Yes,
I thought
I think
it was
so.
Jonathan, but I don't know anymore. So there are over 40 points of difference in the drop round. So that's of course hard to compensate with the rest. But we'll see. Everything can happen. Christophe can also fall out of a race.
Yes, indeed. 20 seconds to go. I think only Søren Gerrits will be able to finish his lap. Maybe Max Musin as well.
Behind him, yeah.
Let's see what Gerrits does. He's at a 2:48.2 now. Does he do any faster? just
Nope.
missed out on it. He was almost crossing the line, and then the
Yeah.
timer ended. His lap wasn't registered, so that must be one unlucky guy. Let's see what the grid gives us. Van Thiele in first with a very fast lap, half a second faster than Mathieu Collin, followed by Delforge and Straat in second row, then Taalman and Herbignot. Robroek and Dendas in front of the Vlieger and Goossens. Klose and Timmermans. And then we have on row 7 Van der Smissen and Kers, Hendricks, De Leek, followed by Gerrits and Verstraeten, Agneses and Lemmens. Then P21 is Van Hoenacker, next to Dekkers, following Christian Collin and Timothée Simon. And then finally we have Max Musin and Mathieu Hustin. Minute left for all drivers to get on the grid. Still waiting on pole sitter Van Thiele. And then we're off for a 20-minute race, followed by a small break, and then another 20-minute race to finish off the season.
It's a secret. If you join late on the grid, your tires stay warm.
It might work, you never know. Van Thiele on the grid.
Back in my Formula days, that was the trick, because if you joined the grid early, your tires got down from 60 degrees. And if you join just before the time ends, you have warmer tires.
And there we have the lights going on, so that means that the engines start revving and we're off for the first race. And green, 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 some smoke in the background, but a good start from Van Thiele. And also Collin, I think, but he's all the way on the outside. Delforge going to the inside, followed by Straat and Taalman. Also Delforge in the battle, currently in third still. Van Thiele going down the straight all the way to Eau Rouge. I think we have a crash.
Net in the bumper of a car.
It is Lucas Taalman jumping to pit lane. Oh, some bum drafting from Van Thiele and Nicolas. Smoke in the background. Top 3 going through Les Combes very smoothly. Let's have a look behind. Oh, that's was it Herbignot in the gravel? That's bumper missing indeed. Must have stuck to Taalman's car. Van Thiele still in the lead, followed by Collin and Delforge. This is François Straat currently without a bumper. Collin fell back just a little bit. Not sure why, but the overlay does seem to have a bit of a delay. I'll try to fix it as soon as possible.
Yeah, just as the pay things, but I think we should see it with the cars on track. At Lorenz once again. Getting up there to the pros.
Yes, indeed, there he is, chasing Maxime Robroek, while François Straat is right behind him. There goes Van Thiele crossing the finish line for the first time after 2 minutes and 48 seconds. it's going to be a train for a long time, I think. As long as these guys keep the slipstream going on the
We
straight.
see the train. We see the train all down the straight. So
Good start
yeah,
from Kurt van Hoenacker, moving up 7 spots. Kevin Dekkers as well, 6 spots. So some guys losing out. Serge Dendas, after starting on pole position, is moving down now to P21 overall. And I think P9 or P8 in class. The overlay is gone, but it will come back as soon as possible. And there it is.
and also now it's a matter of do you fight, because then you can lose the gap you have. Maybe you wait longer for a move, because you also don't necessarily want to be in front and do the work in the slipstream.
Yes,
So
indeed.
it's a lot of tactic that has to happen in your mind while you're racing at full speed. It's not like you have a crew chief that is telling you or helping what to do and seeing the time of the others. So you all have to do it by yourself. So that's a pretty challenging.
Absolutely, it is. Vlieger still P6, chasing Robroek. Top 3 is staying close as they can. Less than 2 tenths between Ventile and Nicolas. Same goes for Colin and Delforge. Herbigno did fall back just a little bit. As soon as everything calms down a little bit, we'll have to take a look at what happened to Talman in the first time through Eau Rouge. Timmermans also moved up to P9 after starting P12 and is trying to find a connection to look at close, but it's not going to be easy because Maarten Kers now going to the outside. Oh, big lockup from Timmermans, and Kers moving past. It's Christophe de Leek, P2 in the AM standings.
Fastest lap from Mathieu Collet there, but I think that will shift around again. In the slipstream down to Rouge. Getting the run for the uphill section, but Peter Hoesens has also slipstream from Martin Kerr, so it will be hard to attack. And they are different classes, so might be a matter of because the leg is in the sandwich of pro cars, so maybe you can just wait it out. Protect himself from the other EM drivers.
What do you think? Would this be the right time for us to have a look at what happened in Eau Rouge?
Yeah, maybe if you get the replay there, would be nice to see what exactly happened there.
So we're looking at Talman in the red car. He's getting pushed a little bit
Strat?
by yes, I think that's Strat indeed. They're rubbing door to door. Now approaching Eau Rouge. Let's see what happens. Do they give enough space? Oh, contact right on the rear left and slamming into the wall.
That would be a red flag crash in real life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just not enough space for both cars to go through. Yeah.
Very unfortunate, super unlucky. He's still in P3 in the championship with 309 points, 6 points behind Ventile, but if Ventile finishes first, then it will definitely be impossible to get past him.
Yes.
But I do think he does have a good lead on François Strat to make up for it in race 2. Can't park there, mate, indeed.
Ah, not a spot to park the car. But it's funny, I saw a real life crash from the vortex. It's a car out of the like a TCR car, special made in the 24-hour series, and the crash looked like exactly the same. Except at this one, the wheel broke at Eau Rouge.
That's painful.
Yeah, just the wheel came on top. The rim was running over radio, and the car was in the wall.
That's crazy. Yeah, Van Thiel, he's doing well to keep ahead, to stay ahead. I don't think it's going to be
Yeah.
easy to do that until the end of the race. I'm not sure about tire wear with Clio's on this track. We'll have to ask some of the drivers in the interviews post-race, probably.
Yeah, I think 20 minutes is like you would feel a little bit, but like 20 minutes is not a lot for the cars.
Especially
But
yet.
I'm surprised that he could gain a little of a gap. But then we see again the problem here. You come to a long straight, everyone gets back right behind your car because of the draft. Then there are some turns you manage to get them better, get a little bit of space, and then there's another straight, and you lose all that space again. So it's really nerve-wracking because you need to stay focused. Once you lose it, then there's the possibility to get overtaken.
Yes, indeed. De Leek and Timmermans. Trying to swap positions. I think it's Timmermans getting past both of them. Yes, Timmermans getting past Gerrits and Christophe De Leek. Nicely done. After his mistake earlier in the previous lap, he's trying to make up for it, and he does it well. I'll try to restart the overlays after this race because there seem to be some issues still. Keeps showing Jentel Van Thiele, but we're currently watching Brian Timmermans.
Yeah, we see it on the car. We can tell it to the viewers. Of course, it's unfortunate, but we all love and hate SDK.
Yeah, sometimes it works really well, and sometimes everything goes to shit.
Yeah, now again we go to Blanchimont, and I don't know if it is full flat for the Clio. Maybe we will see it. We have the RPM on the left, right behind the steering wheel. That should be, yeah, looks full flat. And it's a good opportunity to overtake in that bus stop chicane. You can go really deep, or maybe even along the outside, and then stick your nose for the next turn on the inside.
Yes, indeed. Let's see who the biggest winner is for this race. It's Kurt van Hoenacker in the gray and yellow car, moving up 7 spots, as well as Kevin Dekkers. He did the same too. The biggest losers at the moment are Serge Dendas after starting on pole position. I'm not quite sure what happened to him, so maybe that's something we have to look into later on as well. Also, Stefan van der Smisse dropping down 10 places, which is unfortunate. And then, yeah, of course, Lucas Staalman, he dropped down all the way to the back of the pack. But he is still racing though, currently chasing the one whom, let's say, caused it. I'm not sure. Let's keep it up to race control to decide. But I don't think these guys are going to play it friendly.
Yeah, they can have the fun with it. That's why we have race control. Also Strat without the bumper. And it was interesting. Like, I think in last race we had someone without a bumper that said there was a loss in top speed or in speed in general. And then I remember, if I remember right, in Zolder, the first round, we had also bumper off, and there it was no effect. So it might be even what damage is behind that bumper. If it was just the bumper off or a little bit more of damage that behaves differently.
Yes, indeed. I'm not sure if Taalman is trying to give Strat a push to help him get closer to the Vlieger and make a pass, or I don't think he is. He's trying to make a pass himself, but
Yeah.
that was a failed opportunity, I think. Probably later on in the race he'll have another go, but he'll have to make up for the tiny loss now.
Yeah, Avignon now on the back of Delfos, so he could close the gap. It's pretty interesting. I wouldn't have thought so, because I thought they were gone, the three in front. So now we will have a four-way fight. But Jentel Van Thielen is holding on to that first place. And I think for Christoph, it's quite cool to see. He's in P1, that's okay, but I'm now in P4. I can just chill here, do my race, and get the points I need. And of course, for Jentel, it's the opposite. He sees the green cards and think, oh no, he's already in P4. That's not good.
Just going to hide some stuff on screen because it's quite annoying that it displays the wrong driver.
Yeah, once again, the run up to Radio, always an amazing view to see the cars going there. Even the fields look so fast up there. And then down the camera straight. Now Jentel is doing everything he can to defend so that nobody can get alongside of him in the braking zone. And then, yeah, the turns the inside. Jean, I don't like it that they did the asphalt there. I preferred the grass or gravel on there, because everybody's just cutting the curb.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes, indeed, I totally agree.
therefore we have a lot of different places where they put back gravel traps.
Another question in chat from Julien Chan. He was a bit late, so he doesn't really know how to give away. What's going to happen after the race?
The Formula One tickets are only for the drivers that are participating, but the IMB giveaway, the vouchers for their shop, if you follow the link, just enter your name in there, and we will announce the winners in our Discord, and then you get a £20 voucher from IMB Simware.
Very nice.
And they have cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Always happy that they stay with us. I'm actually one of the beginning customers, so it was quite funny when I contacted them, and they were like, "Ah, yeah, we know your name." I was very surprised, and since then we are very good friends, very nice guys, and yeah, very cool stuff they do.
Absolutely, and they've been a sponsor in the past series as well, so
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
always nice to keep it going. 3 minutes left on the clock. Van Thielen still manages to keep in front, but Colin Delforio is staying close. Also, Christophe Herbignot has found the connection to the top 3 guys, so he's going to try and make a move as well. Maxime Robroek is a bit further down and driving on his own, as long as he keeps in front of De Vlieger, that is. And then it's Klose, Strat and Goossens. Timmermans finishing off the top 10 after he made his move on the lake and on Kers. Oh, and now he is making a move on Goossens in the background. Let's see if he can make it count. That's Timmermans in blue, Goossens in black and red. And Goossens now under the attack of Maarten Kers. Let's see if Maarten Kers can make it happen as well.
Yeah, it's now who got the better run out of Rouge and can get something done on the straight. But he makes it stick for now.
Yes, indeed, he does. Christophe de Leek watched it all and will try to make a move himself as well. It's finally Gerrits. in the white KGL car. In the meantime, the overlay is working properly, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, the old have you turn it off and on again?
It worked again.
Yeah, but we all know after iRacing updates, everything is just a bit out of line. Yeah, but nice group we have there. It's interesting that this race, the AM and pros are more separated. Like not especially in the time in general, but in the groups. Just Lorenz de Vliera in the top 10 from the AM class.
Another battle going on here for P16. Verstraete just making the pass on Lemmens, putting him in 16th place. Now another attack. Dundas trying to make a move on Lemmens on the inside. He's not passed yet. He is side by side, but now there's two left-handers. And I'm not sure if those Clios go side by side through Blanchimont. He won't, but this might give him a good run for the final corner. And then it will be the final lap. Oh, another mistake there. That's, is it Verstraeten? I'm not quite sure. That's some contact, some door-to-door rubbing. Then that's still not past Lemmens though, but he is now on the inside. Let's see if Verstraeten can hold them off. Oh, that's 3 wide into T1. And
And
off track.
also the last lap, we saw the white flag crossing the line.
Yes, indeed. That was a close one for the KGL livery. That's, I think it's Agnesis, is it? Yes,
Yeah,
it is. Let's have another look at the top 4. Ventile, Collin, Delforge, Herbignot. Has something changed here? No, it hasn't. But they're still going to battle for it because this is the final lap of the first race. So 50 points to win for the one finishing in first. Yeah, that was a close call. Absolutely.
Yeah, the gravel can also catches you and push you to the left into the wall. Yeah, but as I said, Jentl is doing an amazing job, keeping them all behind him.
Absolutely, but Delforge will have to watch out because Herbignot has a good run now, trying to find a place where he can put his car. But it's not easy. Delforge has shown some incredible skills before, and he will show them right now if he has to. Ventile and Collin, the gap is closing a little bit, but just not enough. Let's see what happens at the final corner. At this point it does look like Ventile is going to finish in first, but Delforge will have to watch out because Herbignot is definitely going to make a move on the inside or outside at the final chicane. He's going to the outside. Ventile does have a good lead. That's Delforge on the inside, now on the outside. Some pushing. Ventile is going to take the win of tonight's first race, and it's Collin. Herbignot made the pass on Delforge right after the final corner, and then it's Robroek, followed by the first AM, Lorenz de Vlieger, Luca Kloos, Brian Timmermans, Maarten Kerfs, followed by Gerrits, Goossens en De Leek. And Dekkers and Van Hoenacker, followed by Verstraete in front of Dundas, Agnesis, Lemmens and Collin. And then next up we have Simon, Vandersmissen, Musa, Laurent Hendricks. Still waiting on Mathieu Justin, the rusty Clio, making his way through the final chicane. The overlay is doing crazy things again. I'm not sure why, but I'll try to fix it during the break. Now it's time for a small warm-up session, but it looks like it's going to be a cooldown session because the rain has started pouring.
Yes, if we switch to the next session, the server time just moves a couple of minutes because of just the way iRacing works. But now the first showers got onto the track.
Did we have to do something for the giveaway during the break, Simon, or was it after?
No, we're gonna do the F1 giveaway after the races.
Then I propose we will take a small break and then we'll come back right after to you. See you in a couple minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to the 6th and final round of the BSRF CLIO CUP. Let's have a look at the standings after race 1. Van Thiele finishing in first after starting from pole position, followed by Collin and Herbignot. Delforge just missing out on podium in the final chicane, with Herbignot making the pass. Robroek in 5th, followed by De Vlieger, the fastest of the AMs. Kloos in 7th, followed by Timmermans, Kers and Gerits. Goossens just missing out of the top 10. Then we have De Leek and Dekkers, Van Hoenacker and Verstraeten. And then Das finishing in 4th, unfortunately, after starting in pole position. Agnesis in P17. And then we have Lemmens. Moving down, Collin, Simon and Van der Smissen. Van der Smissen missing out on the top 20. Then it's Max Musin, Hendricks, Hustin. And then, unfortunately for him, it's François Strat dropping down all the way after not finishing the race and going to the pits in the final lap. Probably for a penalty issue, I'm not sure. Thalman also finished the race, but in final place. So in terms of championship, that's good for Thalman. He will not lose anything to Strat. A quick look at the grid, because we have a top 8 reverse grid. Timmermans in pole position next to Kloos. Then it's De Vlieger, the AM driver, next to Robroek, followed by Delforge and Herbignot. Collin and Van Thiele on the 4th row, and then it's the normal order of the standings: Kers and Gerits, Goossens and De Leek, and so on. In the meantime, Simon is already putting in the results into his Excel file, so we have the score by the end of the stream, and the lights are going on already. It's still raining after it started raining in the warm-up. Lights going out, a good start from Timmermans. Not sure about the start from Kloos, because De Vlieger's already on his inside. Oh, that's Kloos missing out in the braking zone. I'm hearing some door-to-door banging, maybe some bumper-to-bumper as well. Timmermans in a comfortable lead. Now Kloos next to Delforge. Kloos just in front of him, going back onto the racing line. Oh, Timmermans! He's going off track. Probably some other drivers as well. No, everybody kind of keeps it clean.
On the outside?
Yes, one on the outside indeed. Kloos is still in second, but not for long, because now Delforge is on the inside and Robroek right behind him, as well as Laurens De Vlieger. Let's see what happens when going into Les Combes. I see that Serge Das had a crash. Strat and Hustin as well in the back. Some contact again, wheel to wheel. But they make it through kind of okay. Some oversteer from Van Thiele. Now defending to De Vlieger and to Collin. Some more contact. I do think we will see a lot of 1x, 2x, and maybe 4x's as well if it keeps going on like this. Some more off tracks. It's kind of sketchy. Then De Vlieger makes a mistake. Vlieger makes a mistake going off track. Oh, some more mistakes. It looks like it's an oily spot on the track, but everyone makes it through without damage, I think. I hear some more banging. Oh, and there's Kers. In the meantime, the overlays can't follow anymore. It started off well, but now it's just too much, it seems. Oh, that was very close. Van Thiele and Robroek door to door, following Luca Kloos. Oh, some more oversteer. It's going to be a drift mania tonight in the second heat and the final heat of the championship. Brian Timmermans is off. Well, it looks like he practiced a lot in the rain, because he's already pulled a gap of 2.4 seconds and it's improving. Van Thiele already up in third spot after starting in 8th. Rob going to have to defend to Delforge and also to Collin probably. Forge making it past before the Blanchiment. Now entering the chicane. Oh, some understeer from Luca Klose, still side by side with Van Thiele, but Van Thiele will have a better run. He does go off track just a little bit. That's probably a 1x. Timmermans putting down the lap 2.5 seconds faster than the others. Luca Klose really has to start and learn a new braking marker in the first turn, because that's the second time he misses out of it. Van Thiele leading the pack. Luca Klose and Delforge side by side. Delforge now has the inside, you know, Rouge, but they keep side by side. Let's see who has the better run. Probably Maxime Robert right behind him, because he can choose a partner to team up with, take the slipstream, do some bump drafting, and try to make a double pass if possible, but it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, what a different view from the first race. Let's see how long the rainfall will continue, but I think nobody will have to change tires because it's quite heavy still.
Talking about tires, let's see if I can bring up the tire compound. Almost everyone on the wet tires except Mathieu Hustin. He's on the dry tires, but he's in the pit lane right now, so he might be changing them. He's reversing pit lane. Not sure why.
I think he missed his box. So
I think he did indeed. Timmermans having the lead still, but Van Thiele is closing in extremely fast now, already half a second, and the gap keeps on closing. I think Brian Timmermans is starting to struggle, and Van Thiele is really on a very fast run after moving up from P8 to P1 now, it seems like, you know, in less than 2 laps, in 1 lap and a half. Side by side still, but some good defense from Timmermans. Hustin indeed changes tires to wet tires. Let's hope he will need them, because if it stops raining right now, he will not need them anymore. Van Thiele now really close. Probably going to make a move at the end of the straight to the final chicane. The curves are super slippery now. You see the puddles growing. It's still raining, so Van Thiele going on into the inside. We'll have the inside now. Does he cross the line? Yes, he does. Can he close off the move and take the position? Yes, he does. Van Thiele in first. Only 2 laps into the race. Still 15 minutes to go. What happened to the championship leader? That's a very good question indeed. Let's see where Christophe Hermigno currently is.
He's on P23.
He is P23 indeed. Not sure what happened. He dropped 17 places. Something must have happened at the start that we missed. Van der Smissen and Gerrits side by side. Okay. Van der Smissen making the pass on Gerrits. See what happened to Christophe Hermignon. Oh, contact!
Oh, yeah.
Contact in double gauche, straight into the wall. Let's see, does he jump to pits or does he keep on going? He is at a standstill, not sure why. And he gets it going again. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, so he got to the pits and could use his fast repair to get the car back on track again. But of course, a long way to the rest of the field. But yeah, still possible to get some points as it is a rain race at the moment. And probably some people are not that fast in rain, so you can easily gain 1 second or 2 seconds on some guys. So we'll see how far you can go.
Have a look at this. Talman is on a very fast run. Starting P26, the dead last spot, and he's now currently in P6. 20 spots is the amount that he gained, and it just keeps on raining. It does seem very fast in the rain, so this might be a very good race for him, securing his place on the podium in what looks to be third position, ahead of Strat and behind Ventile. It's going to find the connection to Colin and Close, and it does seem like it's working. Less than 3/10 between Colin and Talman now. Is he close enough to make a move? Yes, he goes to the inside already. He goes to the inside already. Can he make a double pass? I'm not sure he can. He's still side by side with Colin, but now he's fully passed. Has a good run. Will find the connection to Close very soon because there's a couple of long straights ahead. Move on the inside in T1, a little bit door to door. Didn't seem too wrong. Might be a bit of aggressive, but no big accidents whatsoever. Close, not happy with it. Now Talman cannot afford to make any mistakes. He does have some understeer and oversteer on top of Eau Rouge and Radion. But immediately makes a gap of almost a second to Close, who didn't have the best of corners in Radion. Colin is now next to him on the outside of the first one in Les Combes. Looks to make the pass, a bit of oversteer again for Close, and that's Colin moving up into 5th position.
Yeah, I think the track will have some grip as it was dry before, and there are only some rain showers and not rain for a long time, even though we see some puddles. But it seems like they get along very well with it, except for the start, which was of course a bit messy.
Yes, indeed. It was a bit messy, but that's always fun to watch and to commentate.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a chance to breathe.
Who has seen easy and clean rain start? I don't think everybody has ever seen that.
Here it's on the inside of Lemons. Right before double gauche. Just not enough to make the move.
Yeah, and on the background, I think it was it in a gray-yellow livery there,
That's
sliding
Van Hoenacker.
across the curb. Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
really
That's
impressive.
Kurt Van
Tokyo
Hoenacker.
Drift style.
The inside corners here are the inside of the turns are really wet, so you have to drive the wet line. There's no possibility of cutting any corners. It makes the track almost 8 kilometers long, and you see it in the lap times as well. 3 minutes
Yeah,
7
absolutely.
seconds is the fastest time done by Lucas Talman, and that's no big surprise. He made another pass. No, he made a pass on Luca Close and then put him into 4th position, 22 spots up on the grid since he was on the grid in P26. And if he goes on like this, he might finish on the podium. Still 2.5 seconds to go to Jonathan Delforge, but at this speed it could be done. 1 lap past halfway now. just as I was clicking on him, Kurt van Hoenacker with a big lockup, moving all the way to the outside of T1, and Van Hoenacker made probably the easiest pass of his career. You would say, but it seems like
But
it's
it's not,
not over
yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
I thought
Lemons
it was a
got...
done deal, but no, it isn't.
Oh!
Oh, big drift!
Oh, that's proper Tokyo drift.
Simon Lemmens with an
Yeah,
incredible drift and managing to keep it straight.
Yeah, Van Hoenacker really paid attention there. I think he lifted big time.
Or he didn't at all. With his front wheel drive cars, you just have to smash the throttle.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
Yeah, go ahead.
Van Hoenacker making the pass, and this one, this time it sticks, so he's now up into 15th position. One more position to take over, and then he's back on his starting position. Another big drift from Lemons. He's really entertaining us all.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe a mistake that a lot of people don't know in the front wheel drive cars. If your rear steps out, just keep on going on the throttle. If you don't, then it can end very bad. You really have to stay on that gas so the cars can straighten itself. And yeah, he shows that he knows this. Otherwise,
so much
would be in
understeer
the
as
wall.
well. Big pedals on the inside that instantly pushes you all the way to the outside. Now let's see where he brakes. He does. Yeah, there you can use the outside of the corners. You have to cross the line here, but it's very difficult with the pedals in the middle as well.
Yeah, and it's not just taking you to another place where you don't want to be. It's also eating your RPM. And for a car like the Clio, you really need every RPM you can get. Otherwise, you just end up in like 1,000 RPM and you're not going forward anymore.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. This is Mathieu Collin in 5th. After starting in 7th, and I think that's a back marker. Isn't that his? Oh, that's contact. That's no big deal. That's fine.
Okay.
Shit happens. Let's move on.
Yeah, I haven't really seen if he closed
Yes,
it
it
on
was
a bit too
Mathieu
much.
Hustin
But yeah.
trying to make way, but it's not always that easy, especially in the pouring rain on a rubber track. We've seen so many people slide around, and this could be no exception. This is another pack. CLIO CUP and Robroek fighting for P6. CLIO started on the front row, but now he's trying to keep his spot in the 6th place. Oh, some more oversteer, another, and not only CLIO, also Kers going almost horizontally through the corner. But perpendicularly is probably a better choice of words. Let's see if Robroek can try to close the gap now, because he wasn't sliding that much as the others. Oh. In the meantime, I see Lucas Stalman. He made a pass, but he also had an off track. So let's quickly see what happened in the replay. Oh, in the braking zone, but some contact, and he just drives straight through Les Combes. So he's definitely going to have to give that position back, I'm sure. Oh, and goes off track just once more. There was some contact in the braking zone, so not sure what happened, but I'm quite sure that racing doesn't work this way, and he did get a big advantage. He's now 1.2 seconds in front, and you would clearly see that when the overlay stops twitching. Kers and CLIO is still racing very closely to each other. Sorry, go on.
If it stays like it is, it would be a 12 points advantage of Christophe Fabinho, so And I think after the first race, it was pretty much clear that his championship is in dry towels. So it should be done for that. Even though he will go no points at the moment for the second race. So the gap is at 12 points if the results are like they are at the moment.
François Strat following Jonathan Delforge, but not for position, unfortunately. He's currently in 25th place, while Delforge is in 4th after Thalmann made a very questionable pass on him, let's say. The white flag is being waved at the start-finish line, so that means that we have one more lap to go in tonight's race. Jentel van Thiele with a lead again after starting P8, now in P1, so he looks to be having a perfect night. Brian Timmermans in 2nd and Thalmann in 3rd. If he manages to take the win, that would probably be the first one to do a last to first challenge in a sim racing league organized by BSRF, I think.
Yeah.
Gerfs made the pass on Luca Klose. Probably in the final chicane, or in the final sector, probably. Oh, Maxime Robroek. Is it Maxime Robroek? Yes, it is. Maxime Robroek making the pass on Klose. I was watching the chat for 1 second and suddenly I see Maxime Robroek in the middle of my screen. And he does make a proper pass on Klose for P7. But Klose is not finished yet. He goes to the inside, breaks late, but still stays behind Robroek. Always nice to see those final lap battles. They really have to give it all and take the smallest of opportunities and to make it count.
The 20 minutes pass so quickly. It's crazy.
Thalmann 1.3 seconds behind Brian Timmermans. I'm not sure if we will have enough pace to make a move in the final chicane. As long as he keeps it clean and respectful. Maybe it's possible, who knows. Let's keep an eye on those. In just a second after... no, Klose dropped back just a little bit. Another battle on track, Van der Smisse behind Verstraete, but he also just dropped down a little bit.
Yeah, last chicane is always a good opportunity to stick your nose inside, so it'll be interesting if you can manage to do it down there.
The gap is already half of what it was in the previous sector, so if he has enough speed and the capacity to brake as late as he can, it could be done. But a last to first one will not be possible anymore unless Van Thiele fucks it up big time. As he moves through the final chicane, Timmermans in second still.
Not too far away.
Yes. It looks like it's going to be a win for Van Thiele again tonight. And then Timmermans in second. Thalmann nearly taking second spot, but not quite. Delforge followed by Colin and Gerfs not yet. That was François Strat crossing the finish line. Now it's time for Gerfs to cross the finish line for the final time in the CLIO Cup this year. Next up is Robroek and Klose. Next, Dekkers and Goossens. Then De Leek, the winner in the AM class after the crash of the Vlieger. Then Verstraete, Van der Smisse, Van Hoenacker and Lemmes. Gerrits as well. And there he is, the Vlieger, the winner of the AM championship. Next up in P18 and P6 in class, Julien Agneses crossing the finish line for the final time. Waiting for Max Musin together with his teammate. Not sure what he's... Oh no, he has to drive through pit lane. Max
Oh no.
Musin, his teammate Simon does not, so he's going to take his spot, and Max Musin will probably take a penalty. Christophe Herbignot, probably the championship winner in the overall standings. You'll still have to count it,
Yes.
but I think he is, so if he is, we'll have to talk with him later on in the stream. Next up, Christian Collat, waving across the line. And then we still have just a couple of drivers to cross the line. Overlay is gaining more and more of a delay. It's just crazy. Very sorry about that, by the way. We'll definitely make sure that doesn't happen anymore in the next season. Florent Hendricks. P23. Next up, Serge Dundas, the final rookie to cross the line. And that's it for tonight's races and also for this season of the championship.
And I have to add for Thomas to make it officially. He wanted to predict the champion of this year, but he did the wrong. He took the wrong driver, so we have to rub that a bit in his face. but he was close. He was very close. So as it stands now, I don't have the fastest laps in the zero incident races, but they wouldn't make a difference because we have Herbigno on P1 with 12 points difference just from the race results to Jentel van Thielen and Lucas Thalmann on P3 for the championship. So
That's
we
a good outcome for Thalmann tonight, taking some good points just to stay ahead of François Strat. Indeed, and then it's probably Delforge in P5, just ahead of Robrook.
Yes, exactly. Should be this way. Yeah, of course, from Jentel, what a comeback in the season. Unfortunately, missed out. Yeah, really, really close there. But yeah, pretty impressive drive at the end with two P1s and all the other drivers. I think, yeah, in first place, we have to congratulate everyone. It was really nice drives there today again, also in the rain to adapt to it. So pretty nice to see that.
Absolutely. All right, how do you want to go on further now? Do we first do the giveaway thing, or are we going to move on with the interviews first?
We can start with Yantl. I see him there for the interview, and then I'm gonna send you the link for the giveaway, and then we'll do the giveaway.
Perfect. All right. Let's see. Okay, Yentel. Yentel, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Yentel, congratulations. That's a perfect evening for you right here.
Yeah, it was quite a good night actually. Didn't do too many practice to be honest, but it just clicked. I don't know why, but very lucky and quality with slipstream, and yeah, did convert it pretty good in my opinion in the races, so pretty happy.
Pretty happy is the least you can say. I think also congratulations because you finished second in the championship.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that I had that DNF in the first race. Otherwise, maybe would have been a bit closer. But GG to Ebinyo, we did drive a very consistent season. Only tonight he had a lot of unfortunate things that happened to him, but
Yeah, absolutely. But Herbinho that took the win of the championship, and it's probably a very deserved one as well because I think he took 5 times P1 and then still 3 more times on the podium. So it's been a tough season for everyone, and so many exciting overtakes as well. I think I'm looking forward very much to the next season. You probably are going to try and come back for the win.
yeah, I guess so. We will give it a shot. Maybe work a bit harder for it, and I think we make a chance if we there next season. So it's gonna be spicy then.
I don't mind spicy.
Absolutely not. Yeah, congratulations also from me, Jentel. Unfortunate for the start of the season, but great comeback, especially today.
Yeah, but I have to say that the guys from Bellator, they were always on top of their games, and it made it so difficult to put some points together. But GG to them in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been so strong all throughout the championship, the Delatras team. But I think you did very well. Just one more question. What did you like most in Spa-Francorchamps? Was it the rain or dry race?
No, I have to say the rain race because I started P8 and the start was pretty fun because in the rain you can make a lot more passes in my opinion than the dry. Because in the dry it was actually pretty hard to overtake. Once you got into the lead and you could defend like on the camel and into the bus stop, it was pretty hard to overtake. But the rain bit made it a bit more spicy, and also the crashes that happened behind of me in the start helped me to create the gap in the beginning so I could just chill the last 2 or 3 laps.
All right, then there's nothing more for me to say. Then once more, congratulations, and we'll see you the next time.
Yeah, thanks for
Make
the
sure
stream,
to
boys.
still participate in the giveaway because I hope you've done already because there's some cool prizes to give away tonight.
I will.
So
Sure do.
see you very soon, Jentel. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, I forwarded you the
Perfect.
link,
Let's
so we can.
still do one more interview with
Yeah,
Lucas
sure.
Stallman, and then we will move on to the giveaway of tonight. Lucas, welcome.
Yeah. Hello.
Congratulations. You've almost done the last to first challenge in a race. It came close at the end, huh?
Yeah, it has been a really tough race. I had to start from the back because of some comportment. But yeah, no, I mean the pace was definitely good. I think I have the best lap of the race. So no, definitely I'm very happy with the pace we had, and the team did a mega job with the setup. I mean, it's a new team for me, but yeah, that helped me a lot, and thanks to them, I'm here. And just such a shame for the quali, because yeah, somebody brake test me in the last corner, but otherwise it was, I think, the pole. But yeah, we.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but still some good points in tonight's race. You managed to finish third in the championship thanks to tonight's points. So congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
That's a bronze trophy. One more to put into into the trophy closet. I suspect you'll have many more.
Yeah, thank you. It's a lot, but yeah, no, definitely it's good to have some rain sometimes. Like, I mean, we see where where the good drivers is and are, and which setup is good. So we proved that our setup was good. Some other teams can't, but yeah, no, we are happy with the pace we had.
Looks like you have a good team to count on, so that's always nice to have the boys supporting you of the race as
Yeah,
well.
it's not the case of everyone. So yeah, I'm happy.
Perfect. Congratulations once more, and I hope
Yeah,
we'll see you in the next season.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for the organization. It was just perfect. Thank you to the RACB to make that possible, and yeah, I hope to see you soon, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you also to the
you.
viewers for watching us. See you.
Thank you, Lucas.
Cheers. Alrighty then. Let's see if I can go change my screen, and then we will move on to the giveaway.